It is said that there are two monsters within each person constantly fighting each other. And the monster that really wins is the one you feed. Now, these two monsters are the good and the bad, right? The id and the superego, the good and the evil, the positivity and the negativity. And the one you feed the most is the one that wins. And we usually, most frequently and habitually feed the wrong monster. And therefore there is such a pandemic of depression. Not corona. Coronavirus won't kill you. Most people would not die of coronavirus, and probably not as many people have died from coronavirus compared to the people who have died from depression, people who have died from pessimism, people who have died from not believing in themselves and self-doubt. Those are the real viruses of the mind. The real pandemic has always been going on. It's not a new thing. Because people are dying in a very brief, short period of time, too quickly, and a lot of attention is being given to them, rightfully so. I'm not against the precautionary measures we are taking, and we are not against the good we are doing for the people who are sick. But I'm really against the things that we are not doing for our own mind, for the people who are sick and have always been sick with depression, people with pessimism, people with self-doubt, people with the lack of action. And I think the source of that is not having a plan, not having clarity enough, not knowing what decision to make and what kind of decision to make, which goal to put forward yourself, a kind of goal that motivates you intrinsically, a goal that is not given to you, a goal that's not your family goal or societal goal or religious goal or spiritual goal, a goal that has been given to you and installed in your system by an external force, which may be society, which may be culture, which may be whatever. A goal that really comes from within you because it excites you, it energizes you, it gives you enthusiasm and passion. That kind of goal, if you have, you will not have to struggle with depression. You will not have to struggle with pessimism and self-doubt. I think these are the real viruses of the mind, and the pandemic has always been going on. So what's the cure? This pandemic actually has a cure. Other than we are looking for multiple vaccines and we are looking for treatments and cures of the coronavirus, and some has it, some don't have it, and nobody knows what's going on. The cure for this pandemic, which has always been going on, is very obvious, but it's the reason people don't take this cure, this medicine, is because it's difficult. And the brain is wired by evolutionary processes to seek comfort, not to seek challenge, because challenge is risky and there is a possibility of danger within challenge. In order to avoid challenge, we seek comfort, and therefore we always stay in our comfort zone and never try to change our lives around, which could be just one decision away. Our total life change could be just one decision away. Reading that book rather than that book, or playing that game rather than that game, or waking up at 7 o'clock rather than 12 o'clock. One single decision repeated every single day, one single discipline repeated every single day could start the process of life change, as Jim Rohn used to say. So that's really the key. I think if you have more discipline in your life, that will force you to have better immunity. That will give you the energy and the enthusiasm and the passion that you need to pursue your goals, because you have more clarity. If you do that, I believe you will develop more immunity. And with that immunity, you can fight coronavirus. If you can fight life, if you can fight that bad monster within your own head, coronavirus is nothing. It's nothing. It won't even cross your mind, because the monster, that the virus that is the strongest, the virus that is the most dangerous, is living within your head, and it has always been there, and you know it's there because you've been constantly telling yourself a story. There are two kinds of stories that you always tell yourself. One is this negative story, right? You are too familiar with it, aren't you? The negative story that tells you can't do something, you're not enough, and you can back that up with a lot of evidence from your past life, can't you? You can back that up with a whole lot of evidence saying, I wasn't able to do that, I can't do this, I won't be able to do that, I will probably never do anything in my life. Because I had a bad past, I will most definitely have a bad future, right? And that is the story that you keep telling yourself, and it's messing up your mind, it's messing up your philosophy, and that philosophy influences the way you live. It comes down to what kind, so it is an opposite narrative as well. The opposite narrative says, you are able to do this great thing today. You have done that great thing in your past. It might be a minor thing, but you are able to do it while others were just sleeping. You did it. You are the one to take action. And that story can be told, can be repeated in your mind. So why play the negative story rather than the positive story? And by playing that positive story, you reach a higher thought frequency with which you can think and make better decisions. And it always, your whole life and the quality of your life and the comfort and the pleasure and everything that you, the luxury and everything that you have within your life always comes down to the decision. The decision of playing the negative story or the positive story. The decision to applying a discipline rather than not deciding on a discipline. The decision to take comfort rather than challenge. And that's my niche. That's what I do. And I help people make those decisions. I help people transform their lives and by transforming their philosophy, by transforming their mindset. And the technique to do that and the way to do that is by changing your decisions. It's simple as that. This is your coach and mentor, Firoz Khan. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a healthy life. Bye.